Hello everyone, that's the end of the Harrier. Nice.
Hello, welcome to the Scale Model Club with me, Maly. Just showing you here what we've done with the Harrier. So all the weapons pods have been fitted to it, all the fuel tanks. It's been given a gloss coat, and most of the decals have been put on, apart from these ones that I'm now about to show you. So you cut a small piece, well, you cut the decal out, leave it a little bit small piece so you can grip it with your tweezers. So you cut the right one out, mind your fingers. Just as a note, there are a lot of things on here that do cause you some pain if you're not careful with them. So that's warm water, or tepid water should I say, lukewarm. Put the decal in there for about 15 to 20 seconds and let it dry off a little. I always put it on a piece of paper, which I hadn't got ready. And you just let the water soak through the back, and eventually the decals will become loose. I'll be using Mark Fit Strong, which is the Tamiya decal solution. I use the cocktail stick just to move the decal around, so you make sure it's come loose. There's the Mark Fit Strong. It's just Mark Fit, not Mark Fit Strong. Not sure what the difference is. It's quite expensive to get hold of over here, but managed to see some in the shop and grabbed it. Thought I'd give it a go. So I use the cocktail stick. Make sure you have to leave that a little bit longer. Make sure the decal moves around freely. It's the water that soaks through the bottom of it. Now it starts to move around, so we can slide it off the backing paper onto the model. That's why they're called water slide. So you put a little bit of, I think these are actually warning stickers for the fuel pods. So you put a little bit of Mark Fit Strong on the vehicle first, or plain, wherever you're going to put the decal. The clear coat that you've put on the plane should give you some protection from this. And then just slide the decal on. Obviously I say just slide it on, but they don't. The nice thing about this stuff is you put a little drop on, slide the decal onto it, and then once it is on, you can, the Mark Fit Strong allows you to move the decal around just until it's ready to set, and then once you've got it in the right place where you want it, takes a bit of time and mucking about. Usually you use a Q-tip or a Johnson's Baby Bud just to mop up the excess, and then just put a little dab on top of the decal afterwards, just to get it to sink into all those panel lines. Job done. Very nice kit for Harry. I've really actually enjoyed making this. Quite looking forward. I had two in the collection, so I'm quite looking forward to doing the other one. I want to do the other one in some winter colours, the old green and black and green and white, just to give a bit of a colour difference. Well, I actually need to get some kind of display cabinet so I can put them all in there. Don't know if I'd recommend this kit for the younger viewers, because there was quite a few small parts, fiddly bits, and also it's quite an awkward aircraft to mask up. More decals, popping them in the warm water. The reason we use warm water is because it soaks the decal off a little quicker. So that's all the decals on, and then I gave this is the last bit of painting to do, which is on the nose aerial. I'll paint that. That's the silver, an acrylic silver from Vallejo. It's good stuff. That is a really nice colour. That is. It comes as a well, you need to buy it as a set really. We don't need to, I don't, but you can get it as a set. You get some, what you're supposed to do is you paint some gloss black over the item first, and then you paint it with that metal, and it comes up with a really shiny, nice finish. But I find it has a nice shiny finish just as a paint. I've swapped it for number 11. It's a good shake. And you will see as I paint on it goes instantly silver there. Look at that. It's a lovely colour, and it goes on really nicely. Even sprays really nicely. And I think, if I'm right, that is the finished Harrier. I think the only thing left to give that now is another coat over the top of some flat clear to get rid of the shininess and make it a little bit more matte, and then to seal all the decals in so they don't move or get damaged. I could be wrong. Oh look there, got me piece of foam that we put in earlier to stop the engines that we painted from getting covered in paint. There you go. Nice idea, I like that, works quite well. Of course, while we're watching me build this model, you could all like and subscribe. Push that notification bell. Oh look, I was wrong. Now comes a bit of weathering. This is Black Knight panel liner by MIG Ammo. And it is I really want to give the Tamiya stuff a go, but just haven't been able to get hold of it. Yes, it's nice stuff. So as you just pop it onto the plane with the brush, the panel liner just runs around the panels and makes them all nice and black. Work all that panel liner into the air vents. Around all the missiles and the bombs. Once you've finished cleaning off the panel liner and the washers that you put on it, just dull all the paint down a little, which is why you tend to find that the first coat of paint that you put on stuff all seems a little bit light. Nice looking aircraft, the Harrier, I must admit. One of my faves, but I think I say that about all of them. Mind you, if you don't model what you really like, I don't think it's going to come out very well. So now, once you've let the wash dry a little, you start to rub it off with, that's just a cotton bud, nothing on it, and you just rub it. Now what you've got to make sure you do is you rub it off in the direction of the airflow. So you want to go front to back on aircraft, because obviously they fly through the air, and it makes it look like that it's dirty, grubby, and it's oil stains and stuff, and it all runs down the side and to the front to the back. You can go, you know, up and down or down and up, just don't go left and right. What you end up doing is you rub off all the excess wash, and you get left with a clean black line in your panel line. Makes it look like a proper gap. And what I did with this aircraft was, because of the way I was holding it, I think I washed and panel lined all the bottom of the aircraft, let that dry, and then turned it over and did the top half. Can you see what I mean by it starting to dull the paint down a little? You wait until you see it when it's got the matte coat on it. Struggling a little bit to hold it there, because you don't really want to get your fingers covered in wash. If the wash doesn't come off with just a gentle couple of wipes, you can dip your bud in some white spirit or some enamel thinners, because it's an enamel wash, but you've got to make sure that your cotton bud is wrung out, or so it's just a little bit damp. Otherwise you'll just wipe your wash out of the panel lines. That was me, my fault. I was holding it in the wrong place and then shut the landing doors, so we had to just glue them back in place. There we go. Usually about the time I start snapping stuff off, because I've forgotten that I've put aerials and things on it. Yeah, leave it alone, Maly, otherwise I'll just fall off again. Can't stop fiddling that boy. Back to the job in hand. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I think that's the second time I've said that, but you know how important it is, people. To be honest, I think I've got like 40 odd people watching my videos, and I'm surprised at that. Thanks very much, all of you. Really appreciate it. Glad I got this microphone sorted now so we can all hear me. If I could just get to grips with all the fancy stuff and the social media, we'd be there. Social media is a nightmare. No idea how you work it. So don't get upset if I don't answer your questions. It's just because I probably don't know how. Too old and too grumpy to learn. Yeah. So that is coming close to the bottom half, nearly done now. And it's looking more and more realistic as we go. And boosh, we're on to the top. Same stuff, thought I'd show you the bowl. Same principle again, just run your brush over your panel lines, let it sink in, let it work its way around the model. I do like it, I can highly recommend that stuff, it's good stuff. Took me a very long time to get all this stuff to work, I've got to be honest. I struggled with clear coats, I've struggled with matte coats, I've struggled with putting a clear coat on and then putting the wash on, then rubbing the wash off and rubbing the paint off with it, and I didn't know whether to use acrylic washes or acrylic clears or clears and acrylics, and oh, I think I've just about got it sorted now with the Tamiya clears. So I'm using a X22, which is just a clear coat, which is the first one I put on, and that also covers and seals in all the decals, stops the decals from silvering, and then the final clear coat that I put on, which is a flat base colour, flat clear, is XF20 something. I'll have a look and see if I can find it. Can't remember what its number is. XF86 flat clear. Thinned it exactly the same as the coloured paint, straight into the airbrush. Not had a problem with it. Got to let it dry though, make sure it dry. The main problem I had with I had a few paint problems with the Harrier, all because I didn't let it dry. Patience is what you need, people, patience. I probably didn't have it because I was too busy trying to get it done for YouTube, and because the next model coming up is epic. If there is anything in particular you want to see, put it in a comment at the bottom. If there's any information you want or any questions you want answered, I'll do my best to answer them. As soon as I get enough subscribers, I'm hoping to do a couple of live sessions. Loads of ideas coming up. Still got the train set, and I'm getting the bits together without doing the odd film, and I think I'll release a video once I've got some stuff together. As I say, I know nothing about trains at all, so that's going to be all new. Big learning curve. So if anybody out there's thinking about having a train set and doesn't really know what they're doing, watch me. If you like and subscribe, push the notification button, you'll know when it comes up. Boom! That's looking quite good there. Give all that a dry, make sure that dries off before I start trying to take that off. So same thing again, cotton bud, nothing on it, just going to give the whole thing a wipe over from front to back or back to front, never from side to side. It's a nice stage this, because you can sort of bit like the decals going on, you can it just comes alive in your hands. And it won't take any paint off, and it won't take any of the decals off, because that's what you put the clear coat on for. Just makes the whole thing look windswept and interesting. You'll just about see the sheen on. There is a bit of debate at the moment whether you should use a clear gloss or a semi-gloss, but to be honest, the gloss is the nicer one because it lets stops your silvering, and it lets all your washes and panel lines run along the panel lines. I must admit, it is looking very
really great.
Sorry about taking it off camera. Just having to go look around it, make sure I've got everything. And she's on her wheels. Yes. The mighty Harrier. So, like I said, last but not least, it's the XF86 flat clear. Give it a mix, whack it in the airbrush, bosh it all over. Give it a good mix after thinning it. Just cover the whole thing. Best thing to do with this, I would say, is to hold it upside down by the tail fin, paint it all, sit it down, let it dry.
Nice.
Then do the top half. So there we have it. The entire thing is now dry and nearly done. Last but not least, to take off the masking tape from the canopy. And then glue the canopy back on, because as you can remember, we blue tacked the canopy on. So use a cocktail stick just to turn one of the corners up so I can get hold of it with the tweezers, and then peel it off. And you can either see where all the paint's gone under the masking tape and it's ruined the model, or it looks absolutely perfect. And on this occasion, it looked quite good, I thought. So easy does it. There we go. Next thing is to get the canopy off. Now the canopy had a couple of little bits of blue tack stuck inside it after I took the little lump out. Best way to get rid of that is I'll show you. So take the bit of blue tack out, it's got a few little lumps in the bottom. Hold the blue tack with tweezers and push it back onto the blue tack that is stuck on the canopy, because then it will take off the stuff that's stuck and you'll get left with a nice clean canopy. Also a good thing if you're also using blue tack to cover up wheel arches or wheel undercarriage bays and stuff, is if you get a little bit of blue tack left, you can just dab it on and pull it all off using a piece of blue tack, because it sticks to itself. There we go. Dab, 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 dab. All gone. And we've got a lovely clean canopy that I decided to stick on open, because there's no point in doing all that work on the inside of the cockpit if you can't see it. And I think I'll get the Revel contact to clear out. I'm not sold on this contact to clear at all. I've had varying success with it. I genuinely don't think it's as good as the Humble stuff, the clear glue. But I haven't tried anybody else, so perhaps I should get some other clear glues. EVA's not bad, but it takes a long time to go off. I think really what I need is the Revel stuff probably needs a smaller brush. Probably need to put it on with a different brush. And there we have it. Canopy's fitted. It's all been given its matte coat. The model is officially finished. All we need now is some photographs, and if you like this episode, please like and subscribe and come back for some more model shenanigans. Laters everybody, enjoy the photographs.
Nice.